This is my 2024 Veterans Day adventure. I decided to visit the town of Madison, which is located in north central Florida. Madison is still recovering from Hurricane Helene, which roared through their area back in September. We will visit a unique memorial park, a local cemetery, and travel to Georgia's Museum of Aviation.
Hi, I'm Danny, and welcome to my channel, Danodator, where my experiences become your adventure. Remember to please subscribe, and please hit that bell so you'll be notified when I release my next video.
The Madison County Courthouse was built in 1913. This standpipe, which dates back to the late 1800s, is part of the city's earlier water distribution system. It was used for firefighting and general water needs. It is believed that this standpipe is the only one in Florida still standing. I can see where the domes are wrapped, maybe to prevent damage from Hurricane Helene.
In today's adventure, we're going to start off across the street from the courthouse at this unique park.
It is known as the Four Freedoms Park. While visiting today, the local FFA were holding a little fundraising festival. Here's a friendly show cow. The park's central point is this gazebo. There are various memorial monuments spread throughout this park. But it's this monument that sums up our thankfulness to our veterans' sacrifices. This monument represents the four freedoms that President Franklin D. Roosevelt spoke of during his 1941 State of the Union address. It was given 11 months before the attack on Pearl Harbor. Freedom of speech and expression, freedom of worship, freedom from want, and freedom from fear. President Roosevelt stated that these fundamental freedoms ought to be enjoyed by everyone in the world. This statue was sculpted by Walter Russell. In 1943, at Madison Square Garden in New York, this monument was dedicated by Roosevelt to one of America's first heroes of World War II, Captain Colin P. Kelly. He paid the ultimate sacrifice by fighting the controls of his wounded B17 Bomber while most of his crew were able to parachute out to safety. The monument was relocated and rededicated here in Madison on the 14th of June, 1944. Let's head over to the Oak Ridge Cemetery and pay our last respects to Captain Colin Kelly. I want to give a shout out to Hank, a local citizen of Madison, for showing me the way to the cemetery. This grave is located in the northeast section.
This is the gravesite of Captain Colin Kelly Jr.
Colin Kelly Jr. was born on the 11th of July, 1915, and tragically but heroically died on the 9th of December, 1941. He was a member of the 19th Bombardment Squadron of the U.S. Army Air Corps. His tombstone states that he died just 2 miles north of Clark Field in the Philippine Islands. Clark Field was where he was stationed. He left behind a wife and a young son. His wife had remarried and is now buried in Pennsylvania next to her second husband. But he is buried next to his mother Mary and his father Colin Sr. Also buried in the family plot is Colin Jr.'s sister Emmy and Emmy's daughter Vivi.
So President Roosevelt set up an appointment for Captain Kelly's son, that when he got to college age, that he could attend West Point, just like Captain Kelly did.
Now we're going to head north into Georgia and view a B-17 bomber similar to the one Captain Colin P. Kelly piloted. We are now at the Museum of Aviation in Warner Robbins, Georgia. The museum is currently restoring a Boeing B-17 G model. Captain Colin P. Kelly piloted an earlier C model, which was a stripped-down version of what you see here. Structurally, it had a different tilt configuration and lacked most of the defensive cannons that evolved into the G model, which may have aided in the survival of their aircraft. On the 9th of December 1941, Captain Kelly and his crew had just bombed a small Japanese cruiser off the coast of Luzon, Philippines. They were on their way back to Clark Field when they were attacked by a squadron of Japanese Zeros. A fire broke out on board. Captain Kelly fought the controls of the 17 as he ordered his men to parachute out to safety. 6 of the crew made it out alive. Captain Colin Kelly and Tech Sergeant William J. Dulhunty died when the bomber exploded less than 3 miles from their home base. Kelly posthumously received the Distinguished Service Cross for extraordinary heroism and selfless bravery. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed my 2024 Veterans Day video where we honored those who are serving and who have served in the U.S. military. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up. And always remember, your adventure awaits with the Danovator. I'll see y'all the next one.